They do not realize the Lord, the Supreme Soul. They alone find spiritual wisdom in meditation, whom the Lord blesses with his mercy. No one is emancipated by counting and calculating. The vessel of clay shall surely break. They alone live, who while alive meditate on the Lord. They are respected, O Nanak, and do not remain hidden. Slok. Focus your consciousness on his lotus feet, and the inverted lotus of your heart shall blossom forth. The Lord of the universe himself becomes manifest, O Nanak, through the teachings of the saints. Bodhi. Cha-cha. Blessed is that day when I became attached to the Lord's lotus feet. After wandering around in the 4 quarters and the 10 directions, God showed his mercy to me, and then I obtained the blessed vision of his darshan. By pure lifestyle and meditation, all duality is removed. In the satsangit, the company of the holy, the mind becomes immaculate. Anxieties are forgotten, and the one Lord alone is seen, O Nanak, by those whose eyes are anointed with the ointment of spiritual wisdom. Slok. The heart is cooled and soothed, and the mind is at peace, chanting and singing the glorious praises of the Lord of the universe. Show such mercy, O God, that Nanak may become the slave of your slaves. Bodhi. Cha-cha. I am your child slave. I am the water carrier of the slave of your slaves. Cha-cha. I long to become the dust under the feet of your saints. Please shower me with your mercy, O Lord God. I have given up my excessive cleverness and scheming, and I have taken the support of the saints as my mind's support. Even a puppet of ashes attains the supreme status. O Nanak, if it has the help and support of the saints. Slok. Practicing oppression and tyranny, he puffs himself up. He acts in corruption with his frail, perishable body. He is bound by this egotistical intellect. O Nanak, salvation comes only through the Nam, the name of the Lord. Bodhi. Jaja. When someone in his ego believes that he has become something, he is caught in his error like a parrot in a trap. When he believes in his ego and he is a devotee and a spiritual teacher, then in the world hereafter, the Lord of the universe shall have no regard for him at all. When he believes himself to be a preacher, he is merely a peddler wandering over the earth. But one who conquers his ego in the company of the holy, O Nanak, meets the Lord. Slok. Rise early in the morning and chant the Nam. Worship and adore the Lord day and night. Anxiety shall not afflict you, O Nanak, and your misfortune shall vanish. Bodhi. Jaja. Your sorrows shall depart when you deal with the Lord's name. The faithless cynic dies in sorrow and pain. His heart is filled with the love of duality. Your evil deeds and sins shall fall away, O my mind, listening to the ambrosial speech in the society of the saints. Sexual desire, anger, and wickedness fall away, O Nanak, from those who are blessed by the mercy of the Lord of the world. Slok. You can try all sorts of things, but you still cannot remain here, my friend. But you shall live forevermore, O Nanak, if you vibrate in love the Nam, the name of the Lord. Har, har. Bodhi. Nyanya. Know this is absolutely correct, that this ordinary love shall come to an end. You may count and calculate as much as you want, but you cannot count how many have arisen and departed. Whoever I see shall perish. With whom should I associate? Know this is true in your consciousness, that the love of Maya is false. He alone knows, and he alone is a saint who is free of doubt. He is lifted up and out of the deep, dark pit. the Lord is totally pleased with him. God's hand is all-powerful. He is the creator, the cause of causes. O Nanak, praise the one who joins us to himself. Slok. The bondage of birth and death is broken and peace is obtained by serving the holy. O Nanak, may I never forget from my mind the treasure of virtue, the sovereign Lord of the universe, Bodhi. Work for the one Lord, no one returns empty-handed from him. When the Lord abides within your mind, body, mouth, and heart, then whatever you desire shall come to pass. He alone obtains the Lord's service and the mansion of his presence, and to whom the holy saint is compassionate. He joins the Sadsangat, the company of the holy, only when the Lord shows his mercy. I have searched and searched across so many worlds, but without the name there is no peace. The messenger of death retreats from those who dwell in the Sadsangat. Again and again, I am forever devoted to the saints. O Nanak, my sins from so long ago have been erased. Slok. Those beings with whom the Lord is thoroughly pleased meet with no obstacles in his door. Those humble beings whom God has made his own, O Nanak, are blessed, so very blessed. Bodhi. Tata.
Tata.
Those who have abandoned all else and who cling to the one Lord alone do not make trouble for anyone's mind. Those who are totally absorbed and preoccupied with Maya are dead. They do not find happiness anywhere. One who dwells in the society of the saints finds a great peace. The ambrosial nectar of the Nam becomes sweet to his soul. That
the Guru Granth Sahib, I think I'm saying that right, Guru Granth Sahib, is the holy book of Sikhism. And yeah, so Sikhism, I guess, is the sixth largest religion in terms of followers in the world. And it seems to be like pretty healthy overall, like religion wise. I don't know, like I just haven't heard about that much abuse happening, and I know that they like are good about feeding people for like giving free food to anyone who comes to their temple, and they're like typically very kind, sort of like dependable people, from what I hear, you know, like it seems like a fairly, as religions go, it seems like it's not that bad, you know, it seems to be pretty positive. But their holy book is like so brainwashy, like so repetitive, and it's all us versus them. It's all do what your guru says. It's all detach from your family and lose all attachment to this reality and live in another reality with me. Like, it's so intensely culty in its reading, in my opinion, which is fascinating to me because it seems like, I don't know, all religions are control schemes that you can argue are positive or negative. It has both elements in it. But yeah, just from what I've like researched about cults, the Sikh holy book is insanely like diluted mind control principles in the way that it's written. I'm like I'm like almost a quarter of the way through, and I feel like I'm going insane. No, like, and I'm sorry that's just offensive to Sikh people. You, like I said, you seem lovely. Like, you seem like kind of the Mormons of Hinduism. That's kind of what I get, is that you seem like so kind and industrious, etc., etc. But you're in a cult, probably. But like every religion's kind of a cult, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm just listening, and I've vowed to get through it. It's like 90 plus hours of this, and it's beautiful. Like, don't get me wrong, like, it's very meditative, and to anyone who I've offended, I can understand why you would be offended, but also, like, it is a beautiful book. Like, I do actually kind of enjoy listening to it. It's very soothing and very, like, meditative and very, yeah, I don't know. This presentation of it is very well done and meditative and, whatever, it's soothing. But, yeah, as far as the content, the actual, like, rhetoric or whatever you want to call it of the writing itself, like, it's such unadulterated manipulation, in my opinion. And you know, that just is my opinion, so I'm sorry if that's offensive, but yeah, I just find it fascinating. I would be curious, I would love to talk to somebody, a Sikh person, about it, and I would be more respectful in person. Like, this is just me ranting in my room, you know. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting from listening to it, but I have vowed to listen to the whole thing, so I'm going to be at this for like months, getting through it little by little, but maybe it'll switch up at some point. I'm only like a quarter of the way through. Maybe it switches up and there's like other parts of the book that feel more like proverbs than like mind control mantras, but or stories or something. I would love for that to happen, but so far it's been pretty much an onslaught of pretty much those 3 or 4 main central themes of giving up your agency as a person and groveling to your guru and viewing yourself as different and purified from the unwashed masses, the non-believers, the whatever you want to call it. So anyway, what the fuck do I know? I'm just a guy. So anyway, I was just sharing my thoughts. I'm gonna get back to it. So, peace.
O being who is pleasing to his Lord and Master, O Nanak, his mind is cooled and soothed. Slok. I bow down and fall to the ground in humble adoration, countless times, to the all-powerful Lord who possesses all powers. Please protect me and save me from wandering. God, reach out and give Nanak your hand. Bodhi, Dada. This is not your true place. You must know where that place really is. You shall come to realize the way to that place through the word of the Guru Shabad. This place here is established by hard work, but not one iota of this shall go there with you. The value of that place beyond is known only to those upon whom the perfect Lord God casts his glance of grace. That permanent and true place is obtained in the Sad Sangat, the company of the holy. O Nanak, those humble beings do not waver or wander. Slok. When the righteous judge of Dharma begins to destroy someone, no one can place any obstacle in his way. O Nanak, those who join the Satsangat and meditate on the Lord are saved. Pauri. Dada. Where are you going?
What's with the
Wandering and searching.
dar?
Search instead within
the
your
har
own
har.
mind.
I don't.
God is with you.
Somebody just needs to
So why do you wander
educate me on
around
this stuff.
from forest to forest? In the satsangit, the company of the holy, tear down the mound of your frightful egotistical pride.
Get rid of your
You shall
ego.
find peace and abide in intuitive bliss.
Get rid of your agency.
Gazing upon the
Get
blessed
rid of your
vision of
attachment
God's
to this
darshan,
world.
you shall be delighted.
Do what your
One who
guru
has such a
says.
mound as this
Hate the
dies and
outsiders.
suffers the pain of reincarnation through the womb. One who is intoxicated by emotional attachment, entangled in egotism, selfishness, and conceit,
And a lot of it's true.
shall continue coming and
You
going
know?
in reincarnation. Slowly
Like,
and
there's
steadily,
always
I
truth
have now
mixed in
surrendered
with,
to the holy saints.
you know,
I have
a
come
lot,
to their
a lot of it is
sanctuary.
beautiful.
God has cut away the noose of my pain, O Nanak.
You know,
He
like
has merged me into himself. Sloth.
having no
Where the holy
ego
people
is
constantly
bad, and
vibrate the
having
kirtan
too
of the
much ego
praises
is
of the
bad.
Lord of the universe, O Nanak.
But it's about balance. You
The
know?
righteous judge says, do not approach that place, O
But this
messenger of
is
death,
just saying
or else
you get
neither
rid
you
of
nor I shall
any
escape.
of your
Bodhi.
self,
Nada.
so that you
One
can
who conquers
be
his own soul wins
you know,
the battle of life.
a better
One who dies while
slave.
fighting against egotism and alienation becomes sublime and beautiful. One who eradicates his ego remains dead while yet alive through the perfect teachings of the perfect Guru. He
The
conquers his
perfect
mind
Guru.
and meets the Lord. He is dressed in robes of honor. He does not claim anything as his own. The one Lord is his anchor and support. Night and day he continually contemplates the Almighty, infinite Lord God. He makes his mind the dust of all, such is the karma of the deeds he does. Understanding the hukum of the Lord's command, he attains everlasting peace, O Nanak. Such is his preordained destiny. Slok.